Okay, let's call this regular meeting of the Lewiston Historic Preservation Commission to order, February 5th, 2026. Do we have any citizen comments?
No citizen comments.
So for new business, we have the approval of minutes of January 8th, 2026 special meeting.
To approve.
Thank you.
Jeez, sorry.
I have a second.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, moving on to the approval of minutes of January 29th, 2026 special meeting.
I move to approve.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, and then our next item is the 2026 Orchid Award. Nomination, discussion, and event planning.
Okie dokie, so in your packets, I included the press release. This has gone out. It is on the front page of the city website. I believe she's gonna do a Facebook post soon also. Then there's a copy of the updated award form with the dates adjusted as we spoke about last time. So this is also on the city website. It has been updated. And then I did a mailing. So there's a little postcard example. I did a mailing to about 200 properties on Normal Hill. Just kind of like boxed out a section on our GIS map and pulled addresses and did this. So this directs them to the city website to make nominations. We did have, last time we did this, I don't think I'd done a mailing, but we did get at least one nomination that came from the public. So I thought this might encourage that. And then I sent some of this out to you guys following our last meeting, but the spreadsheets of the certificate of appropriateness that we've done, I was reminded by some of our inspectors about 222 Prospect Boulevard. And that one had been done in 23, where they were doing, they were taking down an old carriage house and building a new carriage house, like an actual carriage house. And then they were also doing a portico off the back. And I think that was like a repair replacement situation. It sounds like the carriage house has been completed. I have not had a chance to go up and try to take pictures of it or anything, but that might be one to add to our list for consideration. And then finally, there was a separate sheet that you could grab. Lisa did have a nomination that she wanted to make for 524 Main Street. Lisa, I'm going to let you talk about this and why you think this one is appropriate and whatnot, just because you didn't provide any additional details.
Okay. Well, I just, Katie, I appreciate you giving us all this just to remind us how many we've done in the last year or so. And I just went through, just kind of did a quick drive around to refresh my memory, but I feel like 524 Main, it's the building that was tapped and is now the mango tree. I feel like that Joel and his LLC has made a real contribution to the downtown by preserving that building. Celtic helped with some of the structural work on it, so I was aware of kind of some of the preservation portions that he had to do with the parapet and everything to try and preserve what was there and then remodel it to improve it. I think it is an addition to downtown Lewiston. Apparently, I have not viewed the apartments upstairs, but has that concept of living space above and commercial on the bottom. And I am pleased that when he decided to remove tapped and close that he was able to find a tenant so that we didn't end up with another empty building down there. And so I chose the category contribution to historical preservation because I felt that was the one that matched it. But I'm open to, it was just a suggestion. So.
Any questions or comments from the group?
It's a good suggestion, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I know that I have some paperwork from when we did that certificate of appropriateness. That one was a couple of years prior, but it was not recognized at the last Orchid Awards. So I will make, excuse me, myself a note to pull, I think in 21 is when we did the facade stuff. So I will track down that because I believe that certificate of appropriateness did have pictures of how it looked previously, which I think is always handy. So Lisa, do you want to take pictures of the existing building for me to use, or?
Yes, I've never done this before, Katie, so I'm glad to help whatever I can with it. I didn't know exactly what needs to be written up or anything.
So
But
I would
yeah,
say just what you verbalized, if you could just do that up in a narrative, and then we can
okay,
pull the archival information on the building.
okay,
Because that's usually what we utilize is, you know, your narrative saying why you think it's deserving of the Orchid Award, comments on what work has been done, and then we can pull archival information.
okay,
And then pictures, if you want to go take pictures, like I
yeah,
said, I can pull the old pictures from when they submitted for the C of A, and we can kind of build our nomination from there.
okay,
You did pull 4 permits, right? So they, or 3 permits there, so. Got that on there.
Yes, I mean, they pulled all kinds of permits, but I think there were 3 times you guys, no, maybe even 4 times you guys reviewed. Because there was the original facade work, the original signage for Tapped, and then they made some changes to the facade. And so we reviewed the facade a second time. And then we reviewed the entrance to the apartments separately, and then when Mango Tree went in, we reviewed their signage separately. So each iteration has had a review when they've made changes. But I can go pull all of those different pieces. And then we can add that to whatever Lisa provides.
Okay, any other discussion on that?
So did anyone else come up with ideas for ones they would like to
Well,
explore?
we had the idea corporately of doing the one that was on here, on D Street, construction,
Oh, yes, K&G.
K&G.
And then Greg brought up, and it's one that I had thought of also, he mentioned to me before the meeting, there is an apartment house that's kind of kitty corner on 8th from A&B Foods. And they repainted this summer and did landscaping. It looks like they received some damage from the windstorm on the roof. There's some shingles missing now. But that was one I had also noticed them working on a lot last summer, and I thought it might be.
Yeah, it's like
Worth
kitty
a look.
corner towards Webster.
I think the most obvious one to me is the one that's right across from the museum.
Oh yeah, the paint job they just did on
Well,
the.
they're doing, it looks like they're doing more than paint job. It looks like they replaced the broken windows and that sort of thing.
They did replace it. So the one door, the full glass door, they replaced that because I went and I visited them to make sure they weren't doing something that needed us to review. But doors with no change in blah, 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 are exempt. And then they were painting it the same color, so then no change in color, so exempt. But yeah, they have been doing a lot of work, so that might also
That
be one
building was one
to.
of the most run down in this.
It's already looking a lot better, so
It's 10 times better.
that might also be a good idea. Okay, hold on, I was gonna map. Let me get into my map real quick. There we are. I wanted to see if I could identify what the address was of that apartment house on my list. There you are. Okay, so there's the big apartments.
13, something. know which way it faces
I think the
technically.
front door is on the cross
Yeah, it's on the
street.
cross street. Doing the map on my phone is difficult. I'm used to doing it like on my computer screen, and I have a really big computer screen for my map. There's where the curve is. There's Truth Baptist. Ah, there's Amby. Okay, I'm getting there. There we are. You are, oh, and I know these people, super. Okay, 804 13th Ave. Okay.
13th Avenue.
Yeah, corner of 8th and then, okay, then our address. Capital. One Capital Street. Okay. KNG, I think, is 711 or 7. That was last year, right? 719. 719 D Street, KNG. Okay, and then the 222 Prospect Boulevard we want to check out.
Katie, do we have to have a permit to take down the blade? Blade back up, in addition to the marquee?
So is it the same, like, are they putting exact, my understanding is the sign is not the same and they're putting a new sign.
Well, that's the replacement, right, but
So
it's
they're-
going to look the same.
The replacement sign does need one.
We'll know that tonight.
Does anybody have any other?
I have been in contact with the sign people.
With Yesco.
Yes,
Oh,
extensively. So I believe that they're well aware, and I think they're sorting out
the contractor still just needs to have business permit, right?
yeah, need a business license. And then there was some talk about closing the sidewalk, and so they're working through that with Public Works. And then the weight, they were a little concerned about the sidewalk and the vault underneath being able to hold the weight of their equipment. So I think they're working with that, through that with Public Works also. Those are the items that I got contacted about last week, I think, end of last week.
What buildings are you talking about?
For the Liberty Theater. So we had done the marquee, and now they're asking questions about replacing the sign, removing the existing sign or replacing the sign. Because you'll have to take that down to do the marquee work, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's 5 ideas we have for Orchid Awards.
Well, and I haven't done a good drive around.
There was one other one on Prospect that I had also thought of. Kind of a similar situation to the one on 13th Ave where it's an apartment house. And they did quite a bit of work on it last summer, just to paint it and stuff. And it's looking much nicer. That one is 305 Prospect Avenue. So that's right as you're coming up the grade over here. It's the big one on the corner, not the one with the funny columns, the other one.
Oh, yeah, the big wide way, and they painted that.
Yeah, now it's a blue color, gray color. Maybe it's gray.
And they put lights up there at night that come up, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, so she's done some work recently to improve the look of it. And so that one might be one to consider also.
The parameters in terms of geography, how far out do we go?
We've done all through the city, so say if it's within Nez Perce County, I would feel okay with it. We've honored people in the orchards, and we've honored people outside of the Normal Hill areas.
Now, I don't know about Mr. Alexander on that apartment building that he's doing across from the courthouse. It's not, the apartments are done, but the main floor isn't. They got the 2 bathrooms to do. But he's done the Bourbon Street thing. He's done a lot for the city. I mean, has he ever been honored?
I don't believe so. I mean, that,
Really?
Yeah,
That
he,
would be complete enough for us to deal with. 'Cause it's
yeah, isn't that enough if we could give some, because he's past,
I mean, that's one we could consider also. So that one's like,
he's done a lot.
Talk about an improvement.
Yeah.
The antique mall?
An
the
antique mall,
antique
yes, The upstairs
Yeah.
apartments are done and they're just doing, they're supposed to open the first part of February, she said.
the upstairs
antique part.
apartments are not done yet.
They're not done?
Process.
No, that's kind of a slow moving project. He brings in trades from out of town.
Oh.
So it doesn't,
So the manager of the antique store then maybe is hopeful thinking or something, because she's the one that told me that.
so she might be,
That'd be separate.
Up and going.
Apartments, though.
I know that they have not called for final on the upstairs
I
yet.
was in there and kind of looked at that. I don't know if she's going to be open that soon, but.
Where are you? Are you? No, that's,
I think we're gonna award city, the county.
the courthouse?
Correct.
No, the courthouse is not getting an award. It's not finished.
Doesn't seem very historic.
Thank you.
Give it 50 years.
Yeah,
I know it's 1,200 something, but I can't.
that's a nice train bridge across the street.
The exterior done on it?
The exterior is done 1209 Main. Yeah, that they got done pretty quick, and the parking lot, and now it's just the
It
interior.
already looks wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. It's just not done inside. Okay, so I'll put that one on the list also. Any other ideas?
So just driving around, and I know I'm just the liaison, but when I was looking at 619 6th Street, and this of course is not done, so I less of a nomination or anything like that, but exterior windows, doors, and paint. When I was just going through this list and looking at places, that one really stood out to me as it's going to be a significant improvement. It seemed like a high traffic area right there by the college, and it looks very run down because of just the decay on those window frames and the exterior doors. And I think that'll look really nice. Hoping they do a great job at it, but that'll be a big improvement.
So that might be one that we kind of just tuck in the back of our head for our next one.
That's on
So there's not
60.
really a time constraint, I would say. I mean,
Just that it's finished.
Yeah.
When we nominate them.
yeah, because we have in the past honored things that had been done for a little while. Especially when we did the 22 Orchid Awards, we honored things that had been done for maybe 2 years because of COVID and they hadn't had an Orchid Awards. And so there were some older projects that were, worthy of being recognized, but had not been done like in the immediate timeframe.
What about people?
So Greg mentioned if we had honored Mr. Branting in recent memory, and I don't know. I would have to go back and look at our peoples. But that might be
Yeah, I would think it'd be
one to
like
consider.
a heritage guy.
Does anyone else have any other people that they think might be?
Would Mark be someone we'd consider because of his investments?
We definitely could. I mean, he has done a lot within, I mean, it's not like it's building specific, right? Because he's
No,
done
no, but
so
it's-
much with several buildings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Big V, I think so. I call it the big V still. That's way aging myself, huh?
At some
I
point,
miss that
probably,
story.
Patricia Keith, Chinese
Oh, that
project.
big culture one.
Can we do that?
Have we done that before?
I can look it up, I don't know
I
for
don't
sure.
think so. I don't think so. She and Vincent sang,
I can go back and look and see if,
and the amount of work that they've done in making the transition of all of that material and research that's gone on is unbelievable.
verify previous. Okay,
Certainly Vincent has contributed hundreds of hours of translation of thousands of documents.
Willing to write up?
Well, if we think it's appropriate, the answer is yes. Certainly could, I think that's one that might, why don't we check and see where we are with that? I certainly know that Vincent has.
okay, I will check on both of those.
Another one is, I was thinking too, is the Jack O'Connor House. They've really
Oh,
done
I
a
had
lot.
that on my list, right
Yeah,
there, Jack
yeah.
O'Connor House.
Because they have done a lot, inside
have-
that you can't see, but the outside, they've majorly improved it.
And do we know where the Jack O'Connor house is?
Yeah,
It's
on
seven,
Prospect.
it's 700 block, 715 or 713. And then 717, I know the next door
It's
neighbor's
good.
address is 717. So,
I had to look at there.
What's the address? Prospect?
well, it's next to 717
Historically,
to
that
the
one would have
south.
so
So I don't know
much
what that'd be,
storage
715 maybe? Or 719. No, it's-
Pardon?
Oh, the porch they added, you know, before.
Oh,
the
that was
White House?
before you, yeah, that wasn't, yeah, that wasn't permitted, that porch, I don't think was.
Yeah.
That didn't-
It was,
It was built without a permit and then it was red tagged and then it came in front of this board. I remember.
But they've done a lot of landscaping, a lot of
that was
landscaping.
the owner before this
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the inside was ruined with cat ear, I mean, they did a stripped inside, they did a lot inside that you can't see, but that's an important property.
Okay, so that's the house in the corner, okay.
Just because of who he was.
Would something as quote unquote insignificant or easy to overlook, the repointing of the Morgan's Alley?
I also thought about that one because,
Because they're
Did,
very authentic in the way they,
yes, we did honor Center for Arts and History when they repointed the entire building,
yeah,
not just the portion.
right.
And he put in a big, huge thing for Bojacks too, it was very costly, the system for the
Oh, the hood.
grill thing, yeah.
That was more of
And
a
he
fire
put-
safety thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it was expensive, and he put that in there, and then he did all new carpet inside,
But I
it's
don't know
pretty
in
nice.
terms of historical.
Yeah, I don't- yeah, I mean,
That's what.
That was a modern safety situation where
Yeah, but it still was, you know,
turns out when you're grilling in a
It's
basement,
good observing, I think.
venting is important. Okay, I got some people to check out. We'll see if we've honored them before.
Make a point of
Well, let's make
looking
this
each
a
one of
start.
these for our next meeting, make sure we look at all of these that we've mentioned to see if we feel like it's worthy.
Okay, so do you guys want to maybe each,
What's your May date that you're looking at?
we're having the due date.
it's the Mother's Day weekend.
I'm likely not to be here, but
Okay, well then you won't be the talker, will you?
You have to be our
The
top
ninth.
person.
May
May
9th.
9th,
likely, I could be here on the 9th.
good.
Yeah, Saturday, May 9th is the date we picked. Oh, and I did verify with Mary over at the Historical Society that Capitol Building is available and they booked it for us.
And I could do setup on that.
If I
We'll go
fly,
that
if I
far.
fly out, I'll be here on the 9th.
So when are these due? I mean, as soon as possible, what are we looking at?
So we put on all of the papers all the paperwork that goes out that they're due by April 1st.
Okay, great.
Because then we would decide at the April meeting
Okay,
who are like winners are going to be, right? Because then I have to do the,
Yeah.
I have to make the things and do the press release and all that kind of stuff. The one thing, and this is not on the agenda to make a decision on today, but I will not be here for the April meeting. I will be out of town with my family. So we'll need to scoot that one. Because right now, we would normally meet on Thursday, April 2nd.
So that movement, that's gonna be changed.
Yeah, so we'll probably scoot that back a week. But we'll decide that for sure at the March meeting.
On the Thursday,
Yeah, I would imagine we just.
so the 9th would be your. Leave it on the 9th, but that's okay.
You'll just have to turn yourself into me beforehand.
I'm going to try to be gone a little bit.
Okay, so we have several options that we have discussed now. Does anyone want to volunteer to take any of these? So,
Alexander and O'Connor. Sure.
so 1209 Main and the O'Connor House? Okay.
Those ones.
I can help you.
Liberty, you'd be good for the Liberty.
So
We'll be ready.
Okay, perfect. And then, so Lisa, you'll take 524 Main?
Yes.
I can't remember what we've done with him, we've given him.
Greg.
I could do 305 Prospect too, I guess it's right down the street from the other Prospect.
Sure, if you want to take that one.
Yeah.
I will take the 13th Ave one. I sort of know that couple that owns it. So I can track down some contact information and reach out to them. Okay, who wants to do?
So we have left this one over here in
We have
KMG.
Capital, K&G, and then the 222 Prospect Boulevard, which I could probably also take. That's
That's a beautiful,
that's Emerson's.
Oh, okay.
I can reach out to her. Okay, who wants to do Capitol Street? Anybody? Anybody?
Which one is that?
Go
That
on.
one?
Recyclers.
If we can find something on the building, I mean, that's gonna be our trick, right?
Okay, and we find
The answer is, I can,
something. Building. Okay. And actually K&G I can take also because I have all the.
what about
documents.
KMG?
I can take K&G. I have all the documents from the previous. Okay, and then I will verify.
Granting, if you decide, if we decide that's viable at this point, and I know we've given recognition along the way
Yeah,
somewhere.
we've
Yeah.
done something a couple times.
Yeah, so I'll find what we have done, and then maybe you and Greg can like tag team that situation. We'll figure it
I'd
out.
be glad to help.
Because he's not as active now as Gary is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, but I mean, I think that maybe that's why we honor, because he is kind of slowing down, right?
Well, I think we honor him for the museum at the high school and those things.
So this is a question that maybe you would be able to answer. Since his son did so much work with him on that project, would a posthumous honor of him also, like them together, do you think that would be appropriate?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know that that was a big project they did together.
I mean, I'm having some personal experience with the grieving process, and he is still just absolutely.
This is why I'm asking you, Dennis, if you think that would be appropriate.
I think it would be appropriate.
Okay. I'm gonna make
He's-
it.
Steve is struggling horribly with it. Steve has not come back as Steve yet.
Okay, and so specifically would be looking at museum.
And I can understand that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I will do some
Okay.
digging on that. Okay. Anything else? Okay, I will send out follow-ups like I normally do.
Yeah.
love you, Katie, love you, all your work.
Okay, do we have other commissioner comments regarding other topics?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, because you're right here and I've been staring at Dennis all meeting, so you're the
All right,
next.
Next would be council liaison comments.
So this is our new counselor liaison, this is Matt Wright. Welcome, HPC.
Thank you. Yeah, pleasure to be here and
Do you know
excited
all of
to
us,
learn more.
Pat? Do you know all of us?
I do not.
You do not. Well, I'm Dennis Ortman. I've been around a while.
Let's go around
Former
and
city councilor for 8 years, a century ago now, or half a century ago.
I'm Lorinda Riggs.
Riz?
I'm Kaylee Philippi.
She's our quiet one.
this is Haley's last meeting, she's going to the meeting.
That was what going to be our next comment, was yes. Because that was a horrible thing that,
I'm Greg Follett.
Leah Boots.
the last thing in the world we want to
Homeowner.
do is skip you, because you
Yeah.
gave us a new dimension, which was
Yes.
which is fun, not kind of fun, it was fun.
And then we have Lisa Hasnerall online, so Lisa, introduce yourself, please.
Lisa Hasnerall, thank you.
Are you related to Chase Hasnerall by any chance? He's a priest?
Yeah, everybody's related. It has last names. So. Yeah,
I've known Chase since he was a kid. We went to school together.
yeah. It's a great guy.
There he is.
Anything else to share or?
So thank you, and do you have any prospects of people in your age group who might come and join us?
I don't know. Actually, yeah, I don't think so. Not anybody in my circle anyway.
Are you going, done with school now or graduating?
Yeah, I graduate in May.
Oh, how exciting. In what are you graduating?
I'm graduating with an English degree, and then I'm planning on going to grad school for public administration.
Wow, cool. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're an English person.
Okay. Our next meeting is March 6th. Anyone unable to attend on March 6th?
Thanks.
It's
Seems
Thursday,
like
dude.
somebody may be going on,
cannot.
oh, it's April when he goes on.
I'll be out of town.
No Bob. Okay,
I'm not sure. That might be a little bit.
okay.
Is it the 5th or the 6th?
The 5th, I
Is
think.
it the 5th?
5th. Okay.
Did I get it wrong? Lord knows. Lord, I mean, it's been,
Still out of town.
it is the 5th. I am very sorry.
Great, I'm glad.
Either
Thank
way.
you.
Doesn't matter.
I will let you know.
Lisa gets the brownie points for keeping us on the right day.
Yes, thank you.
Been a little busy. My brain does not work
Oh, trust me, I get it.
100% anymore. Okay, so then, this is Kaylee's last meeting. Like she said, she is graduating in May and she will be leaving us. And so, like we do, well, y'all don't know because you keep signing up for more and more time with me. We would like to thank Kaylee for her contribution to the city and for her volunteerism and for her time spent with the commission. And we have a lovely little pack for her. And then I'm gonna make you stand up here and take a picture with everybody. Kidding. Thank you for your 3 years of service.
Age out, Katie.
Yay. I mean, you were great. Like, I'm just waiting for you. I mean, I said it to you. I was like, if it's time for you to go, then you can depart. And you're like, no, I'm gonna keep hanging out. Okay.
It's gonna be a year from July, and I'm probably bailed, that'll be 30
And then you're gonna bail on me? Okay, fine.
30 years for you? I don't know how many for me, it seems like a century.
You kinda came and went.
Yeah, you came and
there
went,
for a
like you
while.
had a chunk and then you were gone a little bit and you
You've
had a
always
chunk.
been around, it seems like.
Did I
as long
ask
as
twice at the time I was out?
I think it's, if I remember from the records, I think there's a small period of time you were not on the commission because you were doing something else. I would have to go back and like verify that.
I don't even remember, was I a liaison from the city at one time?
Maybe that was it, is that you weren't on as a commissioner and you were on as the liaison.
That makes sense.
That might be what I'm thinking of. I feel like, I mean, that was before my time.
Rapidly approaching 80, you know? It's out there.
but- Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, well, do I have a motion for adjournment? All those,
Kaylee's last action is the
Yes.
second adjournment.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Fantastic, 10:35. Thank y'all.
said we gotta take a picture.
Yep, I'm making you take a picture.